I woke up, and the house was a corpse, gutted raw to the studs and beams, hollowed out completely down to nothing, dead silent down to the marrow in its very bones. No clatter of pans from my son in the kitchen sharp. No burnt sugar stink of his oversweetened coffee wafting thick and heavy. No booming laugh of his fiancée ricocheting off the walls like cheap fireworks exploding in a tin can over and over loud. Just silence so thick it pressed against my eardrums like ice-cold water rising fast and relentless, drowning every single heartbeat one by one slow. I walked barefoot across the oak floor I'd laid with my own calloused hands 28 years ago, exactly precise. Back when I was a carpenter, building this place, board by board, steady, nail by nail, true, sweat by sweat, earned, promise by promise, kept, dream by dream, forged. The living room door creaked open slow and deliberate with purpose, and my heart flat out stopped cold dead in my chest. The leather recliner I'd fallen asleep in every single Friday night for 2 solid decades straight without fail, gone, vanished without trace or mercy. The walnut bookshelf I'd carved myself by hand, patient, every groove etched deep and true with care. Holding tool manuals I'd memorized front to back, page by page, line by line, gone, erased clean blank. The brass ship's clock my late wife bought me on our last anniversary together forever. The one that ticked like her heartbeat in the dark night after night, steady, gone, stolen, cold, ruthless. I ran room to room like a lunatic on fire, wild, lungs burning hot, fierce, feet slapping wood, loud echo. The dining table where we carved Thanksgiving turkeys until our fingers bled red and raw, dripping, gone, disappeared overnight, sudden. The workbench in the garage where I taught my boy to measure twice, careful, cut once, clean, build something that lasts forever strong, gone, gutted, empty, hollow. Even the damn porch swing that creaked lullabies on summer nights, gentle, rocking us to sleep, gentle and slow, peaceful, gone, ripped away, brutal, savage, everything. I dialed my son, Caleb, 6 times straight in a row, frantic, knuckles white as bone, clenched, phone shaking, tremble. On the 7th ring, he answered, finally, slow, voice bright as summer sun glaring on fresh snow, blinding white. Dad? Caleb, the house is empty, stripped bare to nothing. Where the hell are you right now exact? Oh, yeah? Sorry, Pops. Needed cash fast, real fast, urgent, desperate. Lauren and I are in Iceland, northern lights, man, dancing green and purple across the sky, wild. We sold a few things, no big deal. Quick flip, easy. The floor tilted under me like a bad cut on warped wood, twisting bad. You sold my things? My lifeblood? Relax, Dad. Just old junk, dusty relics forgotten long. Lauren's always wanted this trip, dreamed of it forever deep. You taught me family comes first, right? Always top? Then Lauren's giggle sliced the background like a razor through flesh, sharp and mocking cruel. The line went dead, click, gone, final. I stood in the hollow shell of my home, empty. Fists clenched so tight my knuckles cracked like splitting pine under pressure, snap by snap, loud. Something inside me snapped clean in half, sharp. But I didn't scream, didn't roar loud, wild. I smiled, slow and sharp as a blade honed. Because my name is Ronald, Ron Whitaker, 64 years old, exactly true. Master carpenter, true, skilled. Widower of 15 long, painful years alone, and the man who built this house with blood real, sweat earned, and every promise I ever made to my dead wife, etched deep, forever true. What my son and that woman just did, it wouldn't go unanswered, not ever.
Not once, no. When they flew back from Reykjavik in 2 weeks sharp exact, with Aurora selfies and smug grins plastered tight fake, I'd have a gift ready, wrapped tight and final, cold. One that would make Lauren hit the floor unconscious, hard, brutal. Eyes rolled back, white, blank, empty. Mouth open like a broken hinge in the wind, creaking loud. Like if this already pisses you off, subscribe for revenge stories that hit hard. Comment betrayal below before I start my story. Let's go. It started 4 years ago, precise exact, when the house still smelled like fresh sawdust and raw, unshaken hope rising high. I'd rise at 5:30 sharp every dawn without fail, steady. Brew a pot of black coffee strong enough to strip paint off rusted nails in seconds flat, quick. And fry eggs in the cast iron skillet my wife Evelyn used every Sunday morning until her heart gave out cold, sudden, brutal. The scent would crawl through the halls like a warm hand on your shoulder, gentle but firm, alive and breathing real. I lived alone since Evelyn's heart attack 15 years back, sudden and cruel as lightning strike, but the quiet never bothered me. It was honest, pure, real, true. I had my workshop in the garage, tools gleaming sharp ready, my fishing buddies on Saturdays where we lied about the ones that got away big, laughing loud and free, wild, and the senior woodworking class I taught at the community center on Tuesday nights, where old men learned to carve again, slow, hands steady and sure, confident. Life was solid, built to last, weatherproof, unbreakable, eternal, strong. Then one blizzard night in February, fierce, wild, headlights cut through the snow like searchlights on a prison break, blinding white and harsh, cold. My son Caleb, 36, strong built like broad-shouldered like me, solid true, but with Evelyn's green eyes that could melt steel or break your heart in half, deep, stood on the porch with a duffel bag slung low, heavy, full, and a sheepish grin that didn't reach those lying eyes one bit false. Behind him, Lauren stepped out of their SUV, slow, deliberate, blonde hair perfect even in the storm raging wild, designer coat worth more than my battered Ford truck parked in the drive, rust and all worn. "Dad, can we stay a while, please?" "Beg," Caleb asked, breath fogging white, thick cloud. "Lost the apartment overnight, sudden. Landlord sold the building sudden, fast. Just till spring, promise, true, swear." Lauren flashed a smile sharp as a chisel fresh from the grinder, gleaming cold, dangerous. "You're a saint, Mr. Whitaker, real hero kind. How do you say no to your only kid, your blood flesh? The boy I'd taught to swing a hammer at age 8, small young, who'd held my hand tight strong at Evelyn's funeral when he was 21 young, broken, and the world ended for both of us in that cemetery cold dark. Doors open, son. I stepped aside, heart heavy as lead, dense. They moved in the next morning before the coffee even cooled 1 degree, drop. Bags thumping, loud, heavy.
Lauren hugged me like we were old pals from the war trenches, deep, her perfume choking the air like chemical smoke, thick and sweet, cloying us suffocates. "Call me Ron," I said, voice flat as planed pine, smooth, even. She didn't listen once. It was always Mr. Whitaker, with that syrupy tone that made my teeth ache and grind hard pain. At first it was manageable, like sanding rough grain, smooth and steady, patient. I still rose early, made breakfast for 3, eggs over easy, perfect, golden, bacon crisp and sizzling hot fire, toast, golden brown, warm, fresh. Lauren slept till 11, lazy late, drifting down in silk robes that cost more than my monthly pension check, full, heavy, phone glued to her hand like an extra limb she couldn't live without, addicted deep. "Oh, Mr. Whitaker, you shouldn't have," she'd coo soft and fake phony, then inhale 4 eggs and half a loaf of toast like a starving wolf on the hunt, fierce, hungry. Caleb looked for work for my den, feet propped on my desk, careless, rude, blasting sales calls that went nowhere fast, dead ends, cold.
Evenings, I'd grill steaks from the butcher shop where I'd traded labor for meat for 20 years solid, true, thick, marbled, perfect, sear every time, hot. But the cracks showed fast. Hairline at first, thin, small, then splitting wide open, brutal, savage. Month 2, exact, precise. Lauren started redecorating like a tornado with a credit card and no brakes whatsoever, wild. Threw out Evelyn's handmade curtains. So dated, Mr. Whitaker, she sneered, nose wrinkled high and judgmental, cruel. Replaced them with gauzy white things that cost $300 a panel each, pricey steel. Charged to my card without a blink or apology. Stolen cold. Month 4, sharp, exact. Caleb's job was crypto trading from my laptop, screens flashing red, blood loss. Lost $1,200 in a week on some meme coin that crashed hard, brutal fall. Dad, float me till the rebound, quick, fast. His eyes pleaded like when he was 10, small, young, and broke my favorite drill bit, clumsy, accident. I did. Wired it fast, instant. Month 6, full, complete. Lauren's friends invaded every weekend. Loud chaos, wine nights in my living room, heels scuffing my oak floors like sandpaper on fresh varnish, rough pain. Laughter till 2 a.m., sharp enough to cut glass. And soul's deep wound. One morning, I found a stranger asleep in Evelyn's recliner. Drool pooling on the armrest, gross mess. Business meeting, Lauren said, flipping her hair, casual fake lie. I cleaned up their mess in silence, total quiet, biting my tongue until it bled warm and metallic taste. The first real stab came on a Tuesday, cold and gray as cemetery stone, hard, cold. I came home early from teaching class, migraine from sawdust and betrayal pounding relentless hard, and heard drawers slamming upstairs like gunshots in the quiet house, bang, bang, echo. My bedroom, sacred, private. Heart pounding like a jackhammer on concrete, loud, fierce. I crept up the stairs I'd built myself, strong, solid, each step groaning under my weight. Familiar, creak, creak, slow. Door ajar, sliver of light cutting sharp. Lauren held Evelyn's jewelry box, the one I'd carved for our 20th anniversary with a pocket knife and endless love. Every cut, perfect, deep, true. Inside, the gold locket with our wedding photo, tiny and perfect, forever, eternal. The ruby ring I'd saved 6 months to buy, skipping lunches, eating ramen, cheap, simple. Caleb stood beside her close, tight, rubbing his neck like it hurt to breathe the lie, heavy, burden. "Babe, that's Mom's stuff, sacred, holy," he muttered, low, guilty voice. "Exactly," Lauren hissed, voice venom, pure poison, drip. "She's dead, Caleb, gone forever, lost. This locket? $5,000 easy on the market, black, dark. We flip it quick, fast, we're halfway to Bali Beach's white sand." "Dad'll notice, he's not blind yet, clear." "He's 64, old, aging. When's he leaving the house alone, ever solo? We stage it like a break-in, smashed window, missing TV, easy cover, lies." I nearly charged in, roaring loud, fists ready, clenched, veins bulging, hot blood. But I froze solid, cold ice. Listened hard, close ear. "Plan B," Lauren whispered low, secret, eyes gleaming dark, evil shine. "We get him declared incompetent, slow, crafty. Early dementia, fake out, clever trick. You're his only heir, bloodline. House, savings, tools, ours, all ours, complete, total." My blood turned to ice in my veins, crystallizing, sharp, painful cut. That night I didn't sleep one wink, eyes wide open. I moved the jewelry box to the workshop, safe, secure, lock. Spun the combination until my fingers cramped, raw, tight pain. The next day, morning early, the hiding spot was ransacked, brutal, chaos, drawers dumped upside down, mess, paper scattered like confetti at a funeral, sad, gray. They knew everything, full. They'd been watching every move, close spy. Dinner was a performance. Oscar-worthy lies, thick, heavy. Caleb carved the roast with forced cheer, fake smile. Knife flashing under light, bright glare. Lauren asked about my memory issues with fake concern, deep act. Eyelashes batting slow, phony, false. I smiled wide, big. Teeth clenched tight, hard bite. Sharp as ever, darling, sweet honey. Pass the potatoes, please, now quick. Denial is a hell of a drug. Stronger than whiskey, burn fire. Smoother than lies, slick oil. I told myself I misheard every word clear, loud. That Lauren was joking, cold, cruel joke. That Caleb would never sell his mother's ghost for cash, dirty money. But the signs piled up like scrap wood in a burn pile, high, tall, ready to ignite, hot flame. Electric bill tripled overnight, sudden jump. Lauren's ring lights for her influencer side hustle, fake scam. Glowing like interrogation lamps, hot, bright, blind. $800 loans for car repairs that never happened once ever. Tires still bald and screaming loud road. My workshop tools vanishing one by one, slow steel. Sold on marketplace, quick sale, I later found out true. Buyer reviews praising vintage quality. I'd honed perfect, sharp. Overheard at 1 a.m. through the vent pipe, thin metal. He's got $1.2 million in retirement, locked away, tight, secure. We just wait patient, slow crawl, or speed it up, fast now, rush. Speed it up. Like I was a tree to fell, hard crash, measured, marked, red X, ready for the chainsaw buzz, loud roar. One Saturday morning, bright sun, they dragged me to the mall, bright lights, fluorescent lights buzzing like angry bees overhead, constant hum. Lauren tried on $600 boots, shiny leather, strutting like a peacock in heat, proud strut. Caleb's card declined, beep, loud, sharp, red screen flash, embarrassment, hot face. Dad, his eyes begged, desperate, deep plead. I paid cash, cold, hard. In the car ride home, long drive. See, he's a cash machine. End lav low, ATM walk. Next, convince him to co-sign the condo downtown, luxury high. Then flip it for twice the price, easy profit. That night, dark black, I sat in the dark workshop, quiet, still, running my calloused hand over the cedar box smooth wood, feeling every groove I'd carved with love, deep care. Evelyn's voice in my head, clear, loud, clear as the day she died, sudden shock. Protect what you built, Ron. Nail by nail, drive, board by board lay, forever strong. I wasn't protecting anything sacred anymore, no. I was being harvested, slow, stripped bare to the bone, raw flesh. The next morning, early dawn, while they slept off hangovers, deep, heavy, drunk, I searched their room like a thief in my own damn house, sneaky, quiet, heart racing fast, pound. Found the black moleskine notebook under Lauren's pillow, hidden, secret. Title in Sharpie, bold black ink, Project Legacy. Pages of timelines cold and clinical as a blueprint, precise draw. Month 1, establish dependency, slow build trust. Month 3, access safe code, sneaky, steal, quiet. Month 6, suggest power of attorney, smooth talk, convince. Final goal, full asset transfer by 65, sharp deadlines, hard. Plan B, medical incapacity claims, fake lie. Forged doctor notes, paid cash, actors hired play. I photographed every page with shaking hands, steadying hard focus, then uploaded to a cloud folder labeled wood grain samples, clever disguise so they'd never suspect a thing. Blind fool. Then I acted fast, swift move, no more waiting, patient, slow, no mercy, cold, none.
Day 1, exact start. Bank, froze joint access, cold instant lock. Open solo accounts, tight, secure, private. 1.2 million safe behind new firewalls. Unbreakable, strong wall. Day 2 next. Locksmith. New deadbolts, heavy-duty steel. Window pins, steel sharp point. Garage roll-up coded to my thumbprint only. Exclusive, mine.
Day 3 follow. Movers packed their stuff into the shed while they brunched. Lazy, slow, eat. Labeled boxes crisp and final clear bold. Caleb's clothes. Lauren's handbags. Broken promises sealed tight forever. Day 4 continue. Bought basics, fresh new clean. A new recliner that fit my frame, perfect, snug fit. Small dining set for one, alone, solo, mine forever eternal. Day 5, push. Installed 4K cameras everywhere, total cover. Front porch, sharp, clear view. Back door, secure watchguard. Workshop locked, tight safe. Hallway monitoring, constant eye. Motion alerts to my phone, instant ping loud. Day 6, meet. Met attorney Victor Lang, elder law sharp with teeth like a bandsaw, ready cut deep. New will, iron strong forge. Revocable trust, locked down tight. Asset protection, ironclad, forever eternal shield.
No one touches this without your notarized thumbprint, Ron. Not even God himself above high. Day 7, test. Psych eval at the clinic, quick fast check. Certified in writing, bold black ink. Full mental capacity, rock solid. Decisions, autonomous, free choice. No signs of impairment, none, zero, zip. Day 8, send. Certified letter to Lauren's mom in Florida, sunny warm heat. Belongings stored safe, secure lock. Collect in 30 days, exact count, or donated to veterans, no exceptions, hard rule. Day 9, plant. Planted new cedar saplings in the yard, deep soil rich. Roots for the future strong deep, deep and unmovable, forever solid. Day 10, tell. Told my fishing buddy Hank everything, full detail over black coffee, steaming hot strong. He hugged me hard enough to crack ribs, solid, real hug. Time to swing the hammer, brother. Your house, your rules, your life, true own. 2 weeks exactly, precise count. That's all I had till Iceland returned cold land. I counted every sunrise, golden bright, like a carpenter counting rings in a tree, ancient old, precise, accurate measure. Their flight landed 7:12 p.m. sharp, on the dot, exact time. I sat in my new recliner, comfy soft, coffee steaming, black hot strong brew. TV off, silent, dark black. House silent except the tick of the new clock I'd bought. Simple, plain, basic. Loud, clear tick. Mine forever eternal own. Waited calm, steady, cool. Heart steady as steel, cold, hard. Taxi gravel crunch under tires, heavy, rough scrape. Laughter spilling like cheap wine, sloppy, drunk mess. Keys scraping the lock, scratch, scratch, desperate, frantic panic. Doorbell rang, sharp ding. I opened slow, deliberate, calm, cool, wearing my best flannel shirt, clean, pressed, neat. Hair trimmed neat, shortcut. Beard groomed, perfect trim. Eyes sharp as chisels, honed edge. Caleb blinked twice, fast, quick shock. Dad, you look sharp, different, strong change. Lauren, tanned golden brown, deep tan, selfie stick in hand like a sword, ready, strike, fight. Wow, glow up, Mr. Whitaker. Seriously, real true. Welcome home, I said, voice calm as planed wood, smooth, even, flat. Flight good, memorable, epic, grand? Magical! Ice caves echoing deep echo, hot springs steaming hot boil, glaciers cracking loud snap. Caleb reached for a hug, arms wide open, big embrace. I didn't move an inch, stone, solid rock. Keys not working? Suddenly now fail? Lauren frowned, deep furrow, perfect brows knitting tight, close knit. Locksmith visit? Quick change? Changed them yesterday morning, early dawn. Silence dropped heavy as lead, dense weight. Wind howled through the bare trees, loud, fierce blow. Why? Caleb laughed nervous, high-pitched, fake, phony lie.
Dad, open up, quick, fast, now. We're beat from travel, exhausted, dead tired. You don't live here anymore. Period. Final end. Lauren's smile vanished like smoke and wind gone puff. Excuse me, what exactly say? You sold my life for a vacation, cheap, trash, low. 220,000 in tools, quality high, furniture, memories, sacred, holy, memories deep, out now, immediate leave. Caleb dropped his bag, heavy thud, thud on the porch wood, loud bang. It was junking old trash. We needed cash bad, desperate. Junk? The clock Evelyn picked in Lisbon on our honeymoon under stars bright shine? The workbench where I taught you to measure twice, careful check, cut once clean sharp, build proud, strong, last. Lauren stepped forward, bold, brave, finger jabbing air, sharp point. You're being dramatic, overreacting, wild, crazy. Caleb's your son, blood, real flesh. Was. I walked to the shed, steady, calm, even, unlocked with a key from my pocket. Cold metal click. Boxes towered like a fortress, high, tall wall, labeled clear, bold, sealed, tight, secure, ready, final endgame. Lauren gasped loud, sharp, hand to mouth, shock, pure, gasp. What is this nightmare? Hell, dark! Your gift wrapped, meat tidy. Packed tight, secure lock. Take it or I donate tomorrow to the shelter. Done, final, over. Caleb's face crumpled like wet plywood, weak, soft break. Dad. Lauren's eyes hit the shed wall hard slam. Enlarged notebook pages pinned like a crime board, bright clear evidence, fluorescent under the bulb, harsh white light. Project Legacy. Every plan exposed, raw, open. Every lie printed bold black, every timeline damning fatal end. She read her own words aloud, trembling, shake, voice breaking, crack, split. Then she screamed, raw, animal, primal, piercing, loud, shrill, and collapsed hard, brutal fall. Hit the concrete like a dropped beam, heavy thud, crash. Body limp, sudden dead weight, eyes rolled white, blank, empty, void. Caleb dove to her side, frantic panic rush. Lauren, breathe now, quick, oh God, help, please, beg. I stood calm, cool, steady, arms crossed, firm, tight lock. She'll wake soon, quick, fast. Shock, pure, total, full. Low blood pressure from the flight, long, tiring drain. Cameras got it all crystal clear, sharp. Threats recorded, full audio. Fainting, captured video. Trespassing logged, complete file. Everything in 4K, sharp, detailed, high. Caleb looked up slow, painful tears streaming hot down his cheeks, red flush, burn. You're a monster, cold, heartless, cruel. No, I'm a carpenter, true, real, skilled. And I just reclaimed my house, board by board, solid build, nail by nail, strong drive. They left at midnight, dark, deep night, dragging boxes down the driveway, rough scrape, drags into phones, desperate, loud cry, headlights cutting the dark, sharp white beam. I locked the shed, tight, secure bolt, poured 2 fingers of whiskey, smooth amber gold, toasted Evelyn's photo on the mantle, warm glow light. Peace. Finally, pure, complete calm. First week post-evacuation, raw, fresh. Silence was loud, deafening, echo, constant ring. Cried over cold coffee at dawn, raw teardrop. Mourned the son I thought I had, pure, true, real, the one who used to hand me nails without being asked, eager, quick, fast. But I lived, strong, breathed deep, full lung. Week 2 next, found childhood photo in a drawer, dusty, old, fade. Us building a treehouse when he was 9. Kids, both covered in sawdust, thick white dust, grinning wide, happy joy. Kept it close, heart warm. Donated the rest of his old toys to the church, quiet give, charity. Month 1, full, complete. Started Whitaker's Workshop Fund, bold, strong name. $20,000 seed money for seniors facing family theft, brutal, cruel steal. Help 22 people that first year, exact count. Each story a mirror, sharp, clear, reflects. Month 3. Follow. Caleb's sister Mia called from Denver, clear, voice strong. Lauren stashed your locket at a friend's house in Vegas. Shady, dark, hidden. Address here, go get now. Drove through the night, endless, long, dark. Retrieved everything, locket, shining, gold gleam, ring, red, ruby spark, clock ticking, steady rhythm. No charges filed ever, none, zero. Consequences were rolling in like thunder, loud, boom, crash. Their fall, natural law, pure, true. Gravity with teeth, sharp bite, cut. Caleb bounced from couch to couch, tired, worn out. Friends done with excuses, lame, weak lie. Crypto tanked harder than the Titanic, sink deep ocean. Now hauls lumber at my old supplier, heavy lift strain. $16 an hour, low pay. Back-breaking, daily pain, hurt. Hands blistered, raw, bleed red. Therapy twice weekly, mandated, force, order. After a bar fight, bloody mess, chaos. Lauren, influencer, brand collapsed overnight, crash, hard, fall. Caught faking sponsorships with photoshopped labels, cheap, fake, lie. Followers vanished, ghost gone, poof. Moved in with mom in Florida, humid, hot, sweat, who kicked her out after 3 months, exact count of stolen credit cards, sly, steal, trick. Now barista at a chain coffee shop, corporate cold machine, apron stained brown mess spill, smile, fake, plastic lie, mask. Depressed, deep dark hole pit. Attempted pills, one night, desperate, low bottom. Survived, barely alive, cling. Therapy mandated, group shares, circle, sharing, circle, round, talk. I visited her in the hospital, sterile, white, clean. Not for revenge, cold, hate, fire. For closure, final, end, close. She lay pale, weak, faint, under fluorescent lights, buzzing, loud hum. IV dripping, slow, steady drop. You won, she whispered, faint, weak, voice hollow, empty, void, echo. No, I said, firm, strong, standing tall, high. You lost yourself completely, total gone. Fix that before it's too late, forever gone, lost. She cried hard, sob, wail, tears cutting tracks through dried mascara, black streak, run. I left without looking back once, final turn. Year 2, exact count. Caleb showed up on the porch, hesitant, slow, careful. Thin, lean, slim, calloused, real, rough, hard. Eyes honest for the first time in years, true, clear, pure. Dad, I'm in school now, serious focus. Carpentry apprenticeship, dedicated, commit. Changing, for real this time, swear, oath. Coffee on the porch, only safe boundary line, no stepping inside ever, strict rule. Boundaries ironclad, strong steel, nailed down tight, secure bolt. Year 3, full, complete. He finished top of class, proud, high rank, certificate framed, bold, gold edge. Works for my old crew now, solid team, strong, swinging hammers like I taught him, precise, accurate, true. Visits, Sundays, regular, steady, clock. We build birdhouses together in the driveway, open air, free, silent, mostly quiet peace. Sawdust between us, thick, warm bond. No key to the house? Ever. Final, absolute no. Lauren sent a letter, shaky, tremble, weak, handwriting, trembling, weak, shake. You taught me actions echo forever, loud, eternal ring. I'm trying hard, real effort. 2 jobs, honest pay, work. Paying rent on time, prompt due. Staying clean, sober, true, clear. No contact needed, none, zero. No need ever again, final. Today, 68 years old, exact, true. Stronger than ever, forged steel, fire. Sunset on the porch I rebuilt with my own hands, fresh, new build. Boards tight, perfect fit, lock. Paint fresh, crisp, clean, shine. Coffee cold in my mug, steady, calm, cool. The fund helped 87 seniors reclaim their lives. Strong, free, own. Caleb's latest birdhouse hangs from the cedar I planted that first week, roots deep now, buried strong, unshakable, forever solid rock. He hugs me goodbye at the gate, careful, gentle, soft. Love you, Dad. I love you too, son, but this house, it's mine. Always will be, eternal, true, own. Life collects its debts, slow and sure, relentless, cold, hard. I just stopped paying theirs, cold, final, cut. Built my walls higher, stronger, unbreakable fort, and slept like a man who finally measured twice, careful check, and cut clean, precise, final, perfect end. Smash like if you'd cut them out. Subscribe for more betrayal revenge. Comment your city plus locked out. Let's build this community.